Okay, well, that'll sort of serve as a test. Wanted to make sure. I have things set up that when I start the stream, I can mute everything. Specifically my microphone and desktop audio. That way, if I'm in Discord with someone, I can still talk to them while it's on the starting screen, but nobody can hear me. And I needed to make sure that it would work with the background music still playing. I believe it does. Kind of hard to tell because I can't hear it. And with the legacy setup, I can't hear it because I have no other device right now. Excuse me, that I can listen to it. So watch the video back later. Could be good. Thing. Nope. Keyboard, go the other way. Well, hello people of the internet. How we doing? Good to see you. Welcome back. No. Yet another stream. English is hard. Thank everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. We're back with Legacy Part 2. This has been I meant to do this a couple weeks ago. A lot of stuff has been going on. Just haven't had time to sit down and do this. Couple new things that have come in since then, so it works out. Able to finish a couple of sets. I want to say, I'm gonna look at this real quick, but I want to shout out, I think, Shroud GW. I don't remember the last day I streamed, and this is 8 days ago. New follower, so I'm wondering if this is somebody that I followed in between streams, which that's the case. Great, thank you so much. Probably, actually, I don't think so. I think this was the last time I streamed. It was 17. Yeah, about 8 days ago. Okay. So no, I did shout them out. It was the person right before that. Okay. Close that. I'm gonna have to look up a couple instructions because I don't remember how to transform a few of these guys. Let me try and pull this up. Summer's Legacy. Oh. This is what his name is. Don't remember. That's his name. Give me the instructions, please. I guess I could also pull out the instructions. They should be on top of the pile. I am knocking everything down. I have to mess with it. My camera seemed to stop. Moved them. One moment. Have them in a container that sits on my shelf. We unmuted. Can you hear me? You can hear me. Okay. Good. Those two. They were on top. Here we go. At least those three. Yeah, that's all we need. Just those three. Alright. Let me go here. Yeah. He stopped working. Why? There we go. I don't know why that stopped working. I don't know why that's be dumb. He stopped working. Alright, so we don't have as many as last time. Well, that's kind of a lie, but a lot of them are sets, so it kind of changes the number a bit. Like combiners and stuff. So I'm counting them all as one. And a couple other. There's a good amount. We got a good amount to go through here. Okay, I'm just talking out my ass. I am missing a few of the accessories. I don't know where they are. Like one of the guys, he has 2 swords. I don't know where those swords are right now. I just had him out like a couple days ago, and now the swords are missing, so I don't know where. Actually, wait, I just found one of his swords. Haha! One! Where the other went? I ain't worried that much. I don't know where the other sword went. Okay, well, that gives me one sword to show off. I was kind of waiting for a specific person, but they're taking their time, so they gon' miss some stuff. Unfortunately. Let me fix my chair mat real quick. It's gonna fuck with the camera. I don't know why. I have floor mat usually sitting on my... Like, I'm on carpet, and I have one of those hard floor mats. It always moves. It doesn't stay in the carpet, so it's very annoying. Nope. Okay. Well, unfortunate, but Rhea was going to be here. Rhea is the whole reason I'm doing this today. Rhea ain't showing up. Gave you the heads up. So I ain't gonna sit here forever. I got stuffs to do. So, there really aren't many that are like standalone. There's a couple. I'll get through one guy that I know how to transform, and then I'll try to get through the guys that I don't know how to transform well. Just because they are a pain. Well, I shouldn't say they're a pain. I've just never figured out how to do them / haven't messed with them enough. I just own them, so you know. Bring that up. I had to look up Motor Master because I was trying to transform him back, and I couldn't figure it out properly. So, the first guy we're going to show off for today is Legacy Galvatron, who is, I'm pretty sure, a repaint of the Kingdom Galvatron, and that he just looked a lot more battle damaged and stuff. His paint was like chipped and all kinds of things, but he's very fun. He's a very solid figure. I mean, you look at it and it looks like he would be able to roll, but technically he can. We'll see when he gets into vehicle mode, or alt mode, I should say. The one thing I hate, there's on his chest, he has this chain necklace for the Matrix of Leadership he has. He has a spot to plug it in, but when you plug it in, it sits way too high. So what you're supposed to do is rest it around his neck, but I wish it could like attach to his chest there or something, so that way it wasn't, you know, like that, which can get kind of annoying. Because then it's like, I try to keep accessories with everything. They don't always stay together, but it's nice to keep them with. And, you know, I'll usually keep it on him like this. It doesn't look great, but for the purposes of, you know, keeping it with him, surprisingly though, the little tiny matrix does not come off the chain very easily. So that doesn't get lost. It's just the chain getting separated from him. Not much I can do. So obviously he's got his blaster. You could take the whole glowing barrel blast effect thing off, which is cool. He's got other guns, which I believe you can, I think you can put them on his, yeah. If I could get this out of his hand, you can put them on his back, something like this, for storage, which is very nice. I'm trying to find, yeah. So you could throw him on his back if you don't want him holding the blaster. I think you can attach it on the side of his arms. There really aren't any, no. You could do it like this, I guess. You could have, oh, no. You could have him hold it like a single blaster or have them together. He's a very solid figure. I'll give him that. Let's start ripping his accessories off because it just makes everything, well, they all go in different places. So the transformation is very fun. I don't have a good setup for this. Like, my desk is very shaky. I use a tripod with a phone mount because I don't have a good camera. It's not great quality, but it's like, you know, you're literally just looking at my desk, cleaned up and without a keyboard. So, you know, what? No, he doesn't have back of feet. It's always annoying. Some of them have like heels that you pop out and others don't. Okay, so where? It's been a minute since I've transformed him. I believe I rip his arms out. Get them down to the side. You can open this up. Untap the chest, and then you can fold the head in, which then comes down here. This can now fold up there. Bring this down. It's not lining up right. No, you don't bring that down. Oh, yeah. I don't remember how this goes. Maybe it comes back here is what it does. Yeah, that looks about right. So his legs. Move these over to the side. And then you could twist the legs and connect them. It's a bit of an annoying connection. The legs can come up. All this stuff starts tabbing in. Or nope, I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to get these out of the way. Now the legs go up. Have everything in. There we go. And then the arm parts come down. They just kind of, I forget fully. It's been a minute. I don't think they really peg in amazingly. Hands fold away. You can flip that up, and then you bring treads out. This up. I'll give it to him. He turns into his G1 cannon tank mode, which is very cool. Those tab in there, lock it all in. So legs come down like this. You bring these stabilizer pieces out. You don't want to snap it in. And then we can attach this right to the barrel. The matrix, I think, it just kind of rests like this. You can just leave it there. This part, the blaster from robot mode, just stores up here, and then you can attach the hand blasters on the barrel up here. Give him some extra firepower. Never have too much firepower. And here we have, clean up a little bit. We have Galvatron in his cannon mode. He's a very decent sized figure. I think this is a leader class, I want to say. I can't remember. I bought him so long ago. I mean, I was thinking he didn't, but he actually does. He does have little wheels, so like you can roll him around. It's not the greatest, but they're very shallow wheels and stuff. I could feel it. It's catching on my desk. Everything's dragging. You know what? Let me add. What do I have here? Let me add the background music. What is the scene? Background music. It is a media file. Why not? Media file. There, that should be, yeah. There we go. There we go. One last courtesy message. Can't help it much. What am I getting a notification? Oh. Nothing important. Yeah, Galvatron, he's very cool. He's very detailed, a lot of detail. I love the color. Only thing that's kind of annoying, you can see it's like the little bit hollow. You know, there's the hollow points of those guns. I wish it would be filled in a little bit more, but you know, he's a lot of firepower. We can always pop this off if you want. The Matrix, he doesn't have like a place for the Matrix, it just stays on this, but you can, he doesn't have articulated hands, unfortunately. That would be cool, but you can pop it off. Very good detail and everything. He's fun. I do fidget with him from time to time. He's not one of my favorite fidgeters, but he is up there. I do enjoy him. I'm kind of trying to stall a little bit. You know, I don't want to get off of it. The whole reason I was streaming was, or I was doing it today, is, you know, Rhea talked me into it, but Rhea's not showing up. Even though I just talked to you right before we started. I can't help you that much, unfortunately. Alright, well, I'm not going to stick around here and wait. That is Galvatron. He is very... I wish there was a little bit more, you know, tabbing for the arms. Like, there's not much... Nothing holds in the treads. Nothing holds this bottom piece. Like, it's all just kind of there. I mean, once you tab everything in up higher, it holds stuff in, but even still, there's only so much that holds all this stuff in. Everything else is really solid. I think I just don't have the back tabbed in. No, that's all tabbed in. But yeah, he's a very chunky figure, and I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, as I hit everything on the ground by me. Uh-oh. Background music has stopped. Oh, there it goes. It just stopped and then started the loop again. Okay, I got nervous. So, I'm going to mess with, see if I can figure him out. Wait a minute. No, okay. I thought I broke something off of him. It did not. Alright. So this guy, I have not been able. I think I've only transformed him successfully once, and he was a pain in the ass. I got him because I really liked the figure. I liked the character, but it was just such a pain in the butt to transform. But I also got this figure when I was on vacation, so I had a bunch of other stuff I was doing and wasn't paying attention to it too much. And B, I just have not messed with him as much as I should have to learn specifics. So we have Transformers Beast Wars Inferno. He's such a cool, he's got so much detail, like the texture on his back and everything is really cool. He's got his nice 4-barrel blaster. You can like in the TV show, you can change his abdomen thing and make it into, you know, his big flight mode. I get all his ant legs out of the way. You know, he would turn this into a thing and spin it like helicopter mode. You can do that, which is cool. He does have the storage for his blaster. You could put it down here. Even in robot mode, when it's down, you can hide the blaster away pretty good. One thing I really like, the mouth opens up so you can do the TV show Inferno look. You know, that is such a nice detail. It would be nice if he had some articulated hands, but they're very tiny. But I do appreciate getting the opening jaw. That is a very cool touch. Now let me grab his instructions. Right here. Because yeah, I do not know how to transform him properly. So we gonna figure it out as we go. So first things first. Oh no, okay. So first things first for him. Let me put this on the table so I could see it and not hold on to my lap. That is a bit of a pain to open it. Bit of a pain setup. So, first things first, that it says, microphone move out of the way. You gotta lift his chest up, untap it, open the head, bring the pincer things out, his mandibles or whatever you call them. Go up, away from the chest, and close his head in. Head in there. So, and then from there, close it. Now we're doing, flip him around, open up the abdomen itself. Pull the gun out for now. Get that out of the way. He's cool, but I don't understand him. Oh, maybe I need to have this flipped around. So then the arms need to tab in, I guess, like this. Sorry, I realize I am not centered. What I really need for something like this is like a nice top-down view that I obviously don't have. Will not tab in. There is a tab there, but it's being finicky. Doesn't want to tab in properly. Why? Why must you not tab into place? Whatever. Don't care enough. The arms have to come up. Twist. Supposed to tab in, it looks like. Unless they're not. And I'm just supposed to fold the arms up like. So we want them like this. I think this is basically how it goes, because it's gonna rest like this. The instructions are so hard to follow. This is why I had issues with him. At some point, the legs have to flip. I think he needs to come up like this. I'm like at the point of I may pull up a video for this because I've had trouble with him many a time. I think he's gonna end up being like this. We're probably getting ahead of ourselves. Oh no! Popped his arm off. It doesn't look like it goes like this, but I mean, I don't think he stands that high. Or do they go like this? It might go like that. I feel like he's, well, yeah, probably going to. You can't put it much of a different way just because of how long the legs are. Gonna come down like this. I'm probably way off on this transformation. His arms tabbed together. His chest is very hollow. It looks weird. Let me look at these. Okay, so arms are going to go like how the heck do these go? Wait, what? There we go, like that, okay. Arms go like that. There's tabs there. What is tabbing in? Oh, okay, I think I see it. So it's gonna go like this. Supposed to go like, go in. There's tabs that his hands are supposed to go into. Right down there. I feel as though this is so... I don't like this figure. Very complicated, and I just can't grasp it. The instructions don't make sense! Hang on, I gotta pull this off. Look at this closer. Oh, I got it. Okay. I got it, finally. Come on, tab in. There we go. There we go. I had it oriented the wrong way. Okay, that explains it. And then from there... the legs come full. Those in on? Or was I supposed to have? I'm supposed to have this down first. Supposed to have that up there. Looks like that, and then we tab it all in. I'm gonna go with. From there, bring the legs down like this. Feet like that. There we go. This? I'm getting confused again. Oh. The joint like that. This needs to come out of the way for now. It's a joint like this. Slide the knee up. You see a tab port there. This doesn't need to be out, so then these come. Yes. Right there. There, and then all of that tabs into place. There we go, there we go. Orient it, clean it all up, and boom. We have Inferno in his ant mode, which he does have working mandibles up here. You can kind of grab stuff. Like technically, yeah, the blaster is just supposed to sit on his back. Plug it in there. He's not a bad ant mode, he's just very confusing. But that could also just be because I am not used to transforming him. He's not a figure that I pull out all the time. It is very cool. Very detailed. The texture is nice. The blaster is cool. I love the coloring. Like, I like how you bring, like, you transform him, he gets a little bit more blue, but then the blue of the mandibles just pops. It's a very nice looking. It kind of complements the red. Very cool. Jump, 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 jump. Not ant mode, there's only so much posability just from the way all the joints work, but you can't really pose him much. I guess you could kind of stand him up, probably on his back legs if you want, but I don't know. If you want to do it, you can. That's about it. Yeah. That's Inferno. I like the character, just don't like this transformation much, but if I was to mess with it enough, I could probably get used to it to a point where I would understand how to do it well. Inferno, gone. Ah, chair move. Now, we come to another guy who is kind of messed up right now. I'm gonna have to figure out what robot mode is so I can see where to start. Un momento. Figure this shit out. this. Okay, okay. Yeah, I got this one as a clearance item. I think I saw him in the clearance aisle, and I'm like, oh, cool. Character I don't have. And again, I've hardly ever messed with him much. Definitely something on robot mode. This guy, actually forget his name. There are his instructions. Yeah. This guy is Legacy Buzzsaw. I think he's supposed to basically be... He's a Predacon. I could see this if they had remolded it to be... Maybe it's like the Kingdom remold of... Waspinator? I guess? I don't know. I would assume. I mean, it's very similar. It's the same kind of creature. Bug wasp. This is another one that I have hardly ever messed with. You could take his stinger part out of the abdomen. If I can get it to pop out. It's removable. And then becomes his blaster. Which is cool. He's not tabbing in, and I genuinely feel like I'm just missing something on the robot mode to hold this in, or I'm not snapping it in properly. I can't tell. I mean, this is pretty much how he looks. Does have his... Oh, is that the thing that's messing me up? Is I don't have the chest open properly? No, he's still just... He might have lost a couple of tabs for all I know. Some of these are not in the best condition. I have no idea if I'll be able to transform him properly. We'll see. This is probably the one out of the three I have the least experience with. So, first things first, to start, we pop this out like this. We push the chest in, pop it out, and pull the whole torso forward. I'm gonna guess we bring it all the way down. I might have to turn, I don't want to turn my light on. It's getting darker out. It's kind of cloudy, and I don't have great lighting, but I don't want to turn my light on because it's behind me, and it's just gonna make a spot on the computer screen, and it's gonna look like crap. I'll figure it out if it gets too dark. I don't know why my phone is very blurry. I guess I could try maybe my case being annoying. Apologize. This case, I love this case. Ow! I hate this case. There we go. I mean, it's a little better, but I just kind of fucked it up. God damn it. The little rubber band watertight seal thing is now popped out. It's less blurry, so we'll go with that. So we bring the chest out. I've kind of mutilated him. Bring the chest out. It then comes all the way up. Can't be like that. Arms in, and I see Arms come. Hands come like this. Those don't tab in there. See it. Tab in down here somewhere. I gotta look at this. Where? The spot it's telling me to tap these into is not there. Oh, wait a minute. No, I see. Okay, I had the torso wrong. Okay. Seize it now. I seize it. Okay. Now we got those in properly. Flip this over now. Hey, pull. This comes up. Use. Close up the feet. Rotate. Somewhat wrong, but it's fine. That, and then I can already see it's gonna come. Somewhat like this. Instructions stay open. Legs. Just unfold the feet. One. Yeah, there we go. There we go. The legs tap there. Actually. Yes, that is it. Finger goes back in his butt, and there we go. Buzzsaw in B mode. Wasp horn. He's very finicky, and that could just be don't understand it, but he does look little cool looking bee. Yeah. I have no attachment to this figure. He's cool. That is about it. I got him on clearance at Walmart. I just walked through the clearance aisle. I think I've gotten 2 figures through there. There usually isn't anything in there. Or it's the weird kids stuff. I shouldn't say weird, but the really kids related stuff. Not any of the actual cool fun stuff. But yeah, he was on sale, clearance aisle, and I was like, you know what? I might as well pick him up. I mean, besides having visible everything syndrome, like there's, let's see, not bad. I mean, can't really say he's got pose a build. wings, you know, they can go. You can fold them back, have them out. You know, he's cool. He rests in the box. And then, I was gonna say last but not least, but it is technically last but not least for these figures that I understand, or I don't understand. Oh no, phone is falling out of the mount. There we go, that's better. The mount was not tight. And then I threw accessories everywhere. I think I was trying the one day to transform this guy, and it didn't exactly go well. Let me just quickly throw him back to robot mode, so that way I can figure it out for the most part. Looks about right. Yeah. We have... I almost said the wrong name. We have Transformers Legacy Kickback. One of the actual Insecticons. This is the last of the bug bots I have. The chest is really weird. Because it almost looks like there's a hinge right there that doesn't do anything. I don't know what that's for. Like, it's got springs and things in it, and it looks like it's supposed to open up, but there's nothing in the instructions about it. And I don't know if you could see, there's a yellow tab holding it in, and there's no way to free that. Like, it really looks like it's supposed to open, and it just doesn't. There's no... Like, the instructions don't say anything to make it swing. Which I'm like, I don't know if that's just a feature on the mold that doesn't get used, or what, or if I'm just dumb and don't even see it in the instructions. I mean, it's very possible. I'm now looking at this and I'm like, how could I not have figured this out to where this gives me trouble, but I don't mess with it enough. He's got his cool arm blade stinger things that you can do. Jab, jab. He also has, you know, good storage. Like, he has a gun, and the clip goes into his back, which is cool. Got good storage, but he comes with a nice kind of Tommy gun blaster, which is cool. A very cool looking gun for an Insecticon. So technically I have him wrong. He's supposed to be in robot mode, kind of like this. Those are supposed to be up, but I think they're just down from storage. So first things first, these come down, arms come up. Have to have them backwards. The arms come up backwards, and then these go up. Flip hands around to the stingers. Goes down and separate it all a little bit. Now those come sort of like this. Yeah, it can be cleaned up when we get it into bug mode. And from there, bring more bug parts out. Here. Oh, don't untab or don't pull that out. It's too much. Out. Looking at the instructions, it's actually a lot more simple than I thought. body had a lot more going on. Goes out, flip them around. Head, then come this. And this is supposed to come out. Oh, wait, there we go. I was gonna say, that looks like it's gonna be a pain. So that goes like that. This, the up. I don't know if they're supposed to go all the way up. Fold his feet in. Wings come up. Oh, and that's basically it. Okay, that is basically bug mode. Bug mode. And then Blaster comes underneath like it was in robot mode. And these cool wingy things are supposed to tab in. Being like there? Yeah, right there. And he just kind of hangs out. I think I can say this is definitely a very weak figure. I mean, you basically just alter his arms and the wings, pull out extra legs, and boom, like his. You look at him like this, you could see everything. It's not, you know, both legs. I mean, I guess it gives it some cool posability, but like, yeah, that's bug mode. I'm pretty sure this is one of the earliest, you know, legacy things. So, I mean, it's legacy, not even legacy evolution. So this is one of the first couple waves, and I think this is genuinely one of the first figures. I mean, I have seen some cool things with Kickback, I think, from people putting like parts and things on to make a cool figure. So I guess you can do some things, but he's not a figure I like to mess with. And, you know, he's not. Or it would be so, you know, if you could fold the legs up and like compact him down, get a smaller bug mode, or tab the legs together and stuff, it would be nice, but, you know. Oh well. He's a figure, he's interesting, that's about it. Okay, so now we have a few things to tackle before we get into the big boys. So first set, I shouldn't say set, but kind of count them as, you know what, actually no, I'm going to hold on to these guys and do them with another count. Tackle actually new ones I got, or some of the newest figures I've gotten. I have one standalone figure, and then everything I'm gonna bunch up into a group. One into the wrong. So we have, I think these are my only United figures. I don't think I have anything United. We have Legacy United, Magnius, and Boulder Crash. These are, so in Legacy, I want to say they might have been in Legacy and Evolution, or maybe they were just Evolution. You have the Junkions, which I will get to soon enough. These are the Infernac universe. I don't know if, I'm assuming it's a comic because I've never seen that in a show, or maybe it's a Japanese thing. But if you know what the Junkions are in Legacy, they're sort of parts formers, shell formers, whatever you want to call them. Most of their parts can come apart and you can combine them into things, which I do have them combined into something right now, and it would take me way too long to put them together. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll show that off, the thing I've made, and then I will show them off individually. But these guys are able to come apart. He is not, but I'll get to him in a minute. Magnius can come apart, which I have done a combination with Bludgeon. If I can find the picture, I'll pull it on stream. I don't remember if I don't know if I still have the picture. Or it's probably not on my computer, so it's on my phone. But these guys are cool because even though they come apart, you can just regular transform them. They're not like you have to take them apart to put them into vehicle/robot mode. So you flip the back of his truck apart, his bed, bring the feet out, unfold the arms, flip the head out. Guys, one of the newest ones in my collection, so I've messed with him enough lately to know kind of what it's. Fold the wheels in, form the chest, bring that whole thing down, get it to work, tap the arms in, adjust everything. There, and then there you have Magnius in robot mode. Has a cool little pickaxe weapon. He's not a good build former, I'll put it that way, which you'll see comparison when we get to the Junkions, but he's more, I think he's technically an armorizer is what they call him, but he's just not great for stuff. So he's very cool, like they're very stony, and you could see it, like he's all covered in jagged stones things. It's very cool. Boulder Crash is a core class figure, so you do have to do a little bit of parts forming. Untab the legs. We flip the legs around. This comes down. Unfold the arms. Flip them out. This whole part up here spins around. That goes down, that goes down. And boom, and then he's core class, so he's got 3mm ports, but you can plug this into his hand, and he's got a cool blade thing that he can use. So he's a very neat little dude. Again, he's very stony, jagged. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about this. It's not like a blaster or anything you can pull out, but I'll show off why he has that technically in a second. I gotta turn him back to vehicle mode. So they're armorizers. They're supposed to enhance other guys. So, really quick. I should have just shown this off and then converted him alt mode, but kind of annoying. You gotta flip everything around, but thank you, phone. Got a notification. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go away right now. Moment. And then all back in. But what he is supposed to do, because of the armorizers, you're supposed to flip this out, and he's very heavy, and the peg is a weird shape, so it doesn't work great on everybody, but you could use him as a big giant blade weapon, which is cool. That's kind of his only use. I mean, he's a core class for a reason, but he becomes like a big giant motorcycle stone looking sword. It's not the greatest, but you know, for a core class it does kind of work, besides the fact that he's massive. And my Magnius actually has decent points. I've tried putting him in other things and he's way too heavy. But where Magnius comes into play, what you're supposed to do, you take all of these, you can take the arm pieces off, the wheel things on his leg, you can pop them off. His roof comes apart. You could take his arms off. And then you could hear somebody pulling in the driveway. You could take the legs out. You can't do this, unfortunately, if he's in robot mode. The problem with him is this is what's left. None of this is really usable. Most of these guys have legs, like their legs would come apart at the knee or at the waist, so then you could use them, but there's nothing to do. You have basically the whole body left. And one thing you're supposed to be able to do is take the leg pieces, the other one, put them onto his pickaxe, and then you have a giant mallet. It would be so cool if you could give it to Magnius, but because his legs are what form the mallet, you cannot use this with Magnius. This is, you do it with another bot, which is unfortunate. But, I mean, you have a good amount of parts to use to augment other bots. You know, you can use, this is like a shield, you got armor for things to just put on arms. His arms aren't the greatest. Let me see if I can pull up the pictures I did. I did a combination with Legacy Bludgeon. I kind of started putting things together. That's the vehicle mode I did. Where did I put? Here we go. Desktop. Both of these to the desktop. So I have. So this is what I did as a combination between Bludgeon and Magnius. That is a big ass pick. That is a big ass picture. Wow. It's huge. That's huge. Why is it so big? Boy, you can see him. He's there. Getting there. We're getting there. There he is. Go. I don't know why that's so big. I mean, I took this with my phone, but I don't know why it's that big. There we go. There is the thing I did with Bludgeon in robot mode, which is very cool. You could see on the legs he has I don't have it obviously combined right now, and I don't feel like combining it. I don't even know where Bludgeon is. He's somewhere right now. You could see he's got the sword, or he's got the mallet. Bludgeon usually has a sword, but I traded it out for a mallet here. He's got the roof as a shield. The wheel bit, the arm bits, you can't, or they're on the treads. You can kind of see them up in the corner there. You know, the wheels are on his legs, and then I used the arms to kind of extend the cannons over his shoulder to make it look like they're reaching further, which was really cool. He works a lot better with it in robot mode than it did in vehicle mode. I'm gonna have to resize this down again. Going to be, oh no, we did it. This is what I came up with it in vehicle mode. I kind of made it so it looks like a giant turret on the, I mean, you can see he's armored on the tracks. He's got like a giant turret on the top. The sword and the roof, I don't have the picture saved for it right now. They're kind of off to the, or on the back. There really is no good ports to put the sword and the roof without losing everything else. But I'm like, it works. It's not a bad vehicle mode. And this is what they're supposed to be for, but, you know, they're not the greatest. What can you do? Only an hour. Okay. 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 Doing good. So, Magnius, for the sake of putting him back together, I'm gonna stick him to the side. Boulder Crash can go away. That is Legacy United, Boulder Crash, and Magnius. I know they came out with Shard, I think. He's like a crystalline helicopter thing, and he's like so much better than Magnius for parts and everything. I have not seen him in stores. I hope to get it at some point, but I have not seen it yet. So, time will tell. Next. I guess I'll go with Stan. Legacy United. And it's making my door shake. He's kind of, I have to fix him a little bit, but we have Legacy United. Oh, wait, hang on. Make the imp way. No. Legacy United Blitzwing. He's very cool. Let me take the accessories off. Ah, that's why the leg. Okay, there we go. Legacy United Blitzwing. Close these up. He comes with accessories to justify his price point. I think he's technically, he might be a commander class or he's leader class. I don't remember what he is. He's an okay Blitzwing. I'll put it that way. Let's take all the accessories apart. His jet mode, if you look at it from the top, is solid. If you look at it from the bottom, there's just a tank. Anything but the top. It does not look amazing. But he is a triple changer. You know, as Blitzwing usually is, he is a triple changer. So, we will try to throw him into robot mode real quick. So bring arms up. He has accessories. He has gun, sword, and these are very weird. They're supposed to be like fists and boosters slash turrets that he can use, but they just don't work well. They're not great. You can, in jet mode, you could see they were on the back. They're supposed to be like big boosters, you know, but they don't work very well. Each mode has a different use for them, and none of them are good. They're just not good pieces and kind of only exist so the, you know, hey, more stuff, higher price. Bring out the head. Bring this over, tab it in for the chest, the arms. This comes down, bring the wings around, close the legs in. The boosters are his feet, or the turbine engines, whatever you want to call them. All this comes around. There we go. That did not tab in properly. Bring all that. Do this stuff around. Flip hand out. That comes and covers the gap. Then we bring this around. This around here. There we go. The tank. I don't know why that's out. Is supposed to be like that. And you can bring these little wings out so you can see jet mode. And then you have a Blitzwing in robot mode. I think my dog is outside my door. He's honestly not. I think the robot, or no, I was gonna say robot mode is the best mode. That and tank mode are the best mode, I would say. He's not amazing, but you could. The jet mode is by far the worst because there's no way to hide everything and make it sleek enough. Obviously, you could put blasters in his hands. You can make him use sword. You know, swing, swing, swing. And then the intended use for these fist things in robot mode is you're supposed to, there's a tab in there and you're supposed to make him hold it with his hand. But the peg is way too small for it to stay on his hand well. You know, he's got a giant extended hand that he can use. It doesn't stay on well. You know, they're just not good pieces. The only viable mode I would say is when he's in tank mode, but then even then it's just not, it's not necessary. All kinds of places you could put guns and sword and stuff. Yeah, he's fun. And then tank mode, between robot mode and tank mode, probably the strongest mode. So we bring all this around and down. Head, it's kind of annoying. I mean, I guess it is kind of accurate, but in tank mode, you just have the jet fuselage just sticking out. Legs again, come on. Go. There we go. I did not want to go. The legs fold up. Hide the wings away. Close up. Feet. You know, it is cool. My two favorite things that I love messing with. Triple changers and combiners. There's just, you know, everything is a robot that becomes a vehicle, or Galvatron, or like Dinobots and stuff, you know, a robot or something. They have another mode, but as soon as you get to having a third mode or some kind of third use for the figure, oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so first things first. I gotta pull the hands away. I'm getting ahead of myself now. This, no. There, no. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, no, okay, that is right. This comes over. Spin it around if it wants to do it properly. Hand goes in, and then these are on like a double hinge. You bring them down, tab it into the back of the hand piece. That holds all that in. There's all kinds of pegs and things. The rest of the tread comes out and over. You could fold the little tiny faux wings down, and then you bring the tank turret forward, bring the barrel out, and boom. Besides visible, I mean, the boosters, yeah, I mean, you could just say it's the engine, but besides visible jet fuselage, it's a very good tank mode. Like, robot mode has both purple and the beige, and it's a good mix of both. But more, I guess more purple. Jet mode, it should be all purple, but all you see is it. But then you go to this, and it's just, wow. There is all of the tan, beige, whatever you want to call it. Usually I put the sword on top of the turret. That's kind of just the best place, I feel. The guns you can put on the side of the treads. Again, kind of the best place for them. And then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put these in here, and then this okay, because like this is supposed to attach onto the turret. Just untabbed all of that. This is probably the best use for these parts, but again, none of the uses are pretty good. I mean, I guess it's kind of the best use. You get like a big old turret thing on the tank. I guess the tank mode really is just the best mode. Like, it looks like a tank. It's very clean, besides the visible jet cockpit. But I mean, you know, it does look like giant rockets or something on the tank turret. I mean, the tank turret is very nice. It does have full 360 spin, and they don't hinder it or anything. I mean, none of the modes are great. Jet mode is not great. I would say tank mode, robot mode, jet mode is the order I'd put it all in. Tank mode is just solid all around. I mean, it's very clean. It looks good. It looks like a tank, minus the few jet parts, but I don't know. Unfortunate they couldn't find a way to hide them. It would be nice if you could, you know, have this go in further, so if you look at it from the side, you don't even see it, but at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? So, Blitzwing, definitely one of my favorite ones to mess with. He's very fun. He's one of my older figures, too. I've had him. I don't remember the order of things I got. I know, Scourge is the oldest figure I have. That's a lie. I have older figures, like figures from way back when, but before I started collecting them. But Blitzwing is one of my first figures. I remember getting him early on. I had no attachment to Blitzwing, but I'm like, ooh, he's a triple changer. So I was like, yes, I have to. He's fun. I like it. Not amazing, not my top favorite, but he is a fun figure. Okay. Start with this. So, I have almost all of the Junkions. I'm missing one. I think there's a new one coming. Maybe not a new one, but there's one of them is getting a repaint as a different character. So it's like I'll have to get that at some point. I know I'm missing one of them. There's Axle Grease, I think it is. It's like a purple robot one. I don't have that. I have yet to see it in stores anywhere. And it's not one of those ones that I'm like, I have to go put an order in for it. You know, if the time is right and I find it, I'll get one. But the Junkions are basically Magnus and the Armorizers, but just so much better. I think Shard is kind of the best one out of all of them, but I don't have that. So this is a combination that I made, and I wanted to get all of the Junkions just because of these reasons, but this is one of the ones, the combination things that I've seen that I just love the most. So this is Trashmaster, Scrap Hook, and Crash Bar. 3 figures, and here we have the Junkosaurus Rex. Oh, it's such a cool... he's fallen. I have trouble getting him to stand up sometimes, just from the way. Or it's also not cleaned up right now. But my god, is he fucking awesome. You know, this is obviously not what he's supposed to look like. The legs are cool looking, but I have trouble posing them. The Junkosaurus Rex. He's got... You can't do it just from the shape of it. You can't have them open, but he's got that. He's got another little thing over here. He's got like a tail. I mean, it just the way it's connected, it doesn't work, but the tail, you can move the tail. It's so good. Oh, he's falling apart. Well, that was gonna happen so I could show them off. But yeah, the Junkosaurus Rex, he is... Oh, I see what the problem is. Stuff is untabbed. He is such a cool figure. So, let me break him down. Break the parts off. Where is... Oh, okay, that's how it's... I'm like, where is this attached? Get all the parts off, and I'll get them back into their individual modes. Oh, wait, okay. I'm like, why is this not going? I have other on you. Yeah, these guys are very cool in the stuff that you can do with them. And, like, this is just the one thing that I've done that I really like the most. There are obviously a lot of other things you can do. I have messed with some of them. Not a lot of the combinations, but... And I haven't really made a lot of stuff on my own. There's a lot of things you can do. I've seen a lot of cool combinations. I am just not very skilled, I guess you could say, at coming up with things. The bludgeon combo is kind of the best thing I've come up with myself. The hands need to stay like that. Feet. This. Wants to nap in. Dog wants to bark. Dog has heard something. Thank you, dog. You're so good. Probably heard the toilet flush or something stupid like that. Because that's what she does. And then this comes into hands backwards. Or am I just... Oh, no. Okay, I always get that mixed up. There we go. And then... these... and up here. And the side pieces. And then this is Trash Master. He is the biggest one out of all the Junkions, I believe. Trying to remember what parts go. What? It's an amalgamation of all these random parts. Put that up. Eve, it's this leg. Might have to look at a picture of this just to make sure that I have the... Hang on. I gotta see which way the leg goes. Other way. I'm actually just gonna leave this open because it's giving me a lot of light. A white color, because why not? Oh, that's not what I want. Just like over here. And this leg goes up. Let me get him back into vehicle mode really quickly. Un momento. Okay, I heard somebody home, and then I heard somebody leaving, and I'm like, who is leaving? I'm like, making sure nobody random is just pulling in my driveway. That is not the case. gonna make him robot mode because I'm blanking on transformation. He's only downside to these guys is just by having all their parts come apart, it's very easy to have them be, you know, their pegs are not the greatest all the time. It's an unfortunate side effect. Okay, now we're getting on the right track. There we go. Okay, that was... Getting it into robot mode is making this so much easier for me to figure out now. This was one of those things I couldn't leave. I couldn't get him in. I didn't want to... I wanted to show off the Junkosaurus Rex, so I didn't want to, No, that's... Wait, what? That is back. This way. Yeah, there we go. Right. Yeah, okay. I had the torso backwards. Cool. I'm somewhat trying to rush this just because I am losing daylight. And, you know, kinda need lighting so everything can be seen. The white web page is actually helping give me some light. Okay, there we go. Now we have Crash Bar vehicle mode. He's cool. He's a cool little bike. He's solid, and he's nice because just the shape of the exhaust pipes, it allows him to stand up pretty good. He's not falling over, which is very nice. Oh, wait a minute. Stickin'. Need to do this to here. What is it? Got about exhaust/weapon, which kind of holds stuff together. There we go. Now we have Crash Bar in robot or vehicle mode. And now we have one more guy to get into vehicular mode. And then I could transform him right back to robot mode. And then I have 4 of these. I just broke a nail, I think. Nice. Great. Great. Just what I wanted. Flipped. I think so. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. It's annoying when you don't mess with these guys for a while, because you very easily forget what the orientation is. Oh. Literally the worst person. Nah, it's all good. I tried to give you the heads up, but you know, other things happen. So if interested in seeing all the stuff, you can always go back and watch the VOD. I mean, I can't. It's not your fault. Not like you just decided, I'm not gonna watch her. I told you, hey, I'm streaming, and then you fell asleep or something. So, how many did I do? 3, 5, 7. Yeah, I think it was just 7 figures. I did a Legacy Galvatron Blitzwing, and then I had not Scrap Hook. I had Inferno, I had Kickback, and I had Buzzsaw. 3 that I did not know how to do very well, so I was teaching myself as I did. And then it was Magnius and Boulder Crash. I literally was over here frying pork chops miserably and missed the first half of stream. I mean, hey, the VOD will be, today's Thursday. It'll be up Saturday on the VOD channel if you want to check the stuff you missed. I mean, the only interesting things, unfortunately, if you came about 10 minutes earlier, you would have seen the Junkosaurus Rex that I had made. I'm not putting it back together on stream because fuck that. That is too much of a pain in the ass to build, and I don't remember how to build it. That was entirely me watching a tutorial. I mean, we haven't even gotten into Motormaster Menasor. We haven't gotten to Armada Prime. So there's still quite a few big guys to see. It's not the end of the world. Where the fuck is it? Oh, here we go. Nope. Not the end of the world. You haven't missed the good stuff yet. Come on. There we go. No. Work with me. There we go. Now it wants to tab in. Yeah, I tried to stall a decent little bit, but obviously I couldn't stall that long. Unfortunately. Go. Boop. Boop. Tap that one. Okay. And now we have Legacy Scrap Hook in vehicle mode. He's a very cool looking tow truck. Do I really need to? I don't even really need to transform him. I technically have, if you want to look at it that way, I have 2 scrap hooks, basically. There's a second one. This guy is called Towline. He is a full-on repaint, except for he has a different head sculpt. This is Towline. He's very Mystery Machine-esque colors. It's a very interesting color scheme. He just has a different head sculpt than Scrap Hook, but they are exactly the same figure, minus the head sculpt. So I'm not going to bother transforming him. He's, again, the only thing different is the head sculpt, which I'll show you Scrap Hook's head sculpt in a second. These guys are pretty easy to transform, but he's the exact same thing. The arms come off, the legs come off. You have these, all of the accessories. He kind of has blasters that you can take these out of his shin and they become a blaster. He's just green Scrap Hook. That's literally it. He will go. There's so many things if I was to get multiples of these guys, and then there's so many things if I was to get have all of them that I could do, and it's just I need axle grease at some point. That would be so nice. So let's get them out of the way. These guys roll very nicely. Okay, so you do have to pull almost all of the accessories off to do it. So well, you can do this without breaking them apart. It's just they end up coming apart 9 times out of 10. For feet, you take these. There you go. You push that forward, then you can angle it. You open up the doors, bring the legs down. They do get flipped around like this. The truck cab comes up, the head comes out. The chest piece flips up and around, and all of that locks into place. I broke the arm off again. They're kind of finicky to get into robot mode without pulling parts off, but you can do it, which is very nice, because apparently there were older sets of these kinds of things, and the only way to do it was parts forming. Come on, tab in. And then you can put, you know, the wheel thing on there, the tow truck thing, the hook can go on another arm. I don't remember if the smokestacks are supposed to go up here or on the back in robot mode, but you can do either. I mean, and again, you know, you could pull his legs off, you could pull his arms off, all the accessories come off. He's very annoying. You can, you know, very annoying to pull his legs apart, but yeah. Cough cough, didn't use would have made this masterpiece. Yes, yes. Your shout out, I don't think it was there last time. If I could switch over here, you could see right in the bottom left, there is the shout out. So I'm not gonna put it on. I'm probably not gonna put it on the just chatting screen, because it's not, the just chatting screen is probably the least to get used. I don't really feel like adding it right now, but there is the shout out. It is there. Nope. Oh, this one. Ew. There we go. Okay. Everything is broken for a minute. I hit too many of them very quickly. So yeah, that's Scrap Hook, and you could see, compared to Towline, his head. Towline has a very, tarantulas looking head. It's weird. So this is Scrap Hook's head. Other than the color and the head, they are the exact same figure. No different. Crash Bar, he's a little bit more simple. You just pull a couple of accessories off, and then you don't do that. Fold that out, you bring the legs apart and down. Flip the chest, the torso around. Wheels come up. These come out, and then down, and they can go in. Wheels go up, and then you rotate arms around, them into place. Head is kind of annoying, but head comes up, and then you can plug these into back. There it is. Plug these into his back, and then he can hold these as blasters, and then boom, you have Crash Bar in robot mode. And then you saw in the Junkosaurus Rex, but you can take the back wheel off, plug it into his hand, and then you can pull out the blades, so he's got like a ninja star thing, like, and it's the wheel, so it spins. Like, it's very cool. I guess it's supposed to be like a ninja star thing, shield, whatever. So, you know, things you can do. It's fun. I didn't even realize it at first. I think I saw in the video I copied of the Junkosaurus Rex, he did that, and I'm like, oh my god, it comes apart. I'm like, whoa, that's cool. For storage purposes, close that up this way. Right, yeah. Up, and then he can hold the blaster. And then that is Crash Bar. He's probably the most finicky I have. His legs are very not tight, but, you know. And then we have Trash Master. Get out of the way. Get out the way. Again, he's got a little bit of parts for me. That you have to do, but bring the legs down. The front of the truck cab, bring these out, bring this all down, flip it all around, bring out the feet. The truck cab just kind of sits back here. Those go on the back. Then you can bring the arms around and down. Eat the feasts. That. I think you kind of. I don't remember if you're supposed to leave it up or if it just kind of. I think it just hangs down. And his head does not want to. Head did not want to come out. Come on. There we go. Got it. Bring the head out, and then you have Crash Master in robot mode. I forget if you're supposed to leave these on. I forget if you're supposed to leave these on here or if they go somewhere else in robot mode. So yeah, got Trash Master. Probably not there just because they're in the way of his arms a little bit, but got Trash Master in robot mode. He's very cool. He's a solid figure. He's probably the most solid one out of these three. Just, these guys I think are deluxe. He's a Voyager, I think, so makes sense. I mean, they're about the same size, but he's definitely bigger. He's a lot chunkier. There's a lot of cool things you could do with these guys. And then I think you're supposed to plug this into his fist. I'm assuming it's supposed to be like a giant claw or something, but it looks very, you know, dinosaur head-esque. Come on. Doesn't like to tab into his hand. Ow! Bitch! He hurt me. He's hurt me. Oh, I did that wrong. Stop hurting me, you fuck! Yeah, there we go. I was using the wrong egg. And then you plug it into his... Chomp, chomp, chomp. He can chomp. It very much looks like some kind of dinosaur head, which is why it becomes the face of the Junkosaurus Rex. You know, they're very cool. I mean, his legs come off, his entire arm comes off. No. No, his whole... No, his arms do not come off. His legs come off, the front of the truck comes off, he's got the T-Rex looking head, and then he's got this, the legs, these parts, and then the T-Rex head. His torso does not come apart much, which is unfortunate that you couldn't take the arms off. It would open up the door to a lot of combinations, but they are very cool with the building things you can do. He is very cool. Ow, it bit me. Giant G1 pretty much. So yeah, that is the Junkions. I'm making sure I got all their accessories. I do. We put them to the side. Alright. Going to top. Transform one at the back. Give me one moment. One moment, people. Good stuff. Okay. First. I know what I'm doing. It's been a minute since I've messed with some of these. Art. Oh. Got like 3, I guess you could say, sets of things. Organize them accordingly. What am I missing here? Something. Carabine! Come on. Come on. Oh, I see what I've done. I see what I was missing. Person has written home. Hooray! Thought I was missing another part. I'm not. Could have had. I got most of these prepared. I did not get them all prepared. Like dumbass. Kind of changing things. There's that. Clicky, Ratchet. Huzzah! Gotta love Ratchet. They make a good figure. Make a figure bigger. This is... Well, I have all the parts together. I just don't have them in correct modes that I should have. It doesn't really matter what mode, but throw them off in a way. Oh, will make sense. Actually, happy now. There's a part that comes off of this guy, and I'm not missing it. It's not supposed to come off, but it does. Alright, there. So... first of the groups I have here. First one I will show off. He is partly untransformed himself. Why do you do this? Why do you do this? Why do you do these things? I am missing the one accessory. I don't know where it went. It was literally here a day or two ago when I last messed with it, but now it seems to have disappeared and went and done its own thing. But I have one of the 2 accessories. We have Armada Starscream. I was so happy when I got this guy. He's very fun and he looks really good. You could he does so the Armada figures don't have, which I don't know why they didn't do it, but they don't have mini cons. They remade Hotshot with his like upgraded form when he gets the red paint, and he does get his mini con. But they just didn't include mini-cons. But all the mini-con gimmicks are there, so you can fire his null ray cannons out. You can flip them over. He comes with 2 swords. He comes with his wing blade that you can use. He comes with the Star Saber, but I don't know where the Star Saber went. I literally had it with him a day ago, and I just poured all of my figures out and laid them out so I could see them all and make sure I got everything that I didn't cover last time, which I think I do. I hope. But he does not have... I don't know where the Star Saber went, which is kind of annoying, but it's just about the same length as this, and just it looks like a blue sword. Silver hilt with blue sword. That's all it is. But he is cool. And the reason I say he is a set, I mean, I have 2 other figures to go with it, but I also have Armada Hotshot. He does not come with any... The only accessory he comes with is this little motor blaster. He does have... He's probably the worst Armada figure I have, just because of the way the whole back piece works. You can... Cool thing you can do, you could flip down his little visor, which is cool, and then you can bring his cannon up and around to fire. The original Armada Hotshot toy could actually had a little missile that came out of it. He doesn't have this missile, but you know, you can pull out his gun, which is cool. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's the same, I'll show it when he gets into robot mode, but he actually has a Minicon port, which is funny because they made the upgraded one with the Minicon, so like they had it prepared for it. Okay, Hotshot derogatory? Missing a reference? Am I not getting that reference like I should? Hotshot is... He's fun, but he's not amazing, unfortunately. Not my favorite figure, but we'll transform him. I gotta remember how this goes. I haven't transformed. Starscream I've messed with more recently. Hotshot I have not. Close up his feet. Look at you do flip his waist around. Close up the feet. Bring the feet pieces in. And tab it. It sounds like it's breaking, but it shouldn't be. I hope it's not. Sounds... Okay, well... Those are getting out of my way because I'm blanking. Not what I was supposed to do. I think I'm doing this wrong. Oh. Okay, I had the thing in backwards. Inferior figure, just the sound, does it rattle? This is that usually is a sign of a mid figure. Yeah, he does kind of have a bit of a rattle. I mean, I love Hotshot. It's a shame it's not a much better figure, unfortunately. Is there a tab? Not really. I think it's just his hand. Yeah, unfortunate, but you know, he's not horrible. I mean, he looks good. And his legs are horrible in vehicle or in robot mode, unfortunately. Vehicle mode is not bad. Oh, I forgot there are bits that come out here. You do not have to pull roofs off to transform. This is just the way it's happening for me. But you do not have to. And you can bring the spoiler, and you can see right there, he does have a Minicon port. It's not the same as a OG Minicon port. I don't believe... Like, I have an Armada Hotshot figure with the Minicon. I do not believe he... I do not believe it can connect with that, but there is a legacy one, and then you can plug the engine piece in. I mean, you can do a lot of, like, he had the gimmick where you could open the feet. You can do that here. The one thing I hate, if you can kind of see, the roof is clear blue plastic painted yellow. So, like, the camera doesn't do it very well. I mean, you can see it, but it's so different. I'm just like, why couldn't they just... I mean, it makes sense, but, you know, it's unfortunate just the way that they did it. I could have found a better way, but that's the one thing that takes this figure down a peg for me, is just the fact that the roof is so mismatched. So that's Legacy Armada Hotshot, and then Starscream, he's a bit simpler. I don't have the feet full right, but he's a bit simpler. So you bring... Nope. You bring the fuselage up. Old sun-faded Lego ass window. Yeah, pretty much. Bring the fuselage up. You bring this up. You press the head in, which is cool. The legs go like this. No. This. The legs. First, getting ahead of myself, open the back of the legs, and then you bring this in. Open the back of the leg. Bring this. Put it all in place. And then you connect it right down the middle with these pieces. That's not right. There we go. Connect it in the middle. Line it all up. Why am I struggling with this? Why does this not do it? No, go in there. Being finicky for no reason. Might have the leg backwards. I think the legs are backwards, actually. I'm gonna go with that. That feels a lot better. Yes. I had those backwards. Okay, I had them upside down. I'm like, why is this not tabbing together? If I had to guess, it's literally just a paint issue because many figures do that, but not having good primer can ruin. It's not even that. It's just, it's the fact that, like, this is all yellow plastic except for the roof, which is clear blue plastic. So they tried to paint it to match. I mean, you could see it pretty good right there. It's not the same plastic. It's just clear plastic painted, so it doesn't match well. Honestly, manually transforming a figure is humbling, and it makes you realize how a T-Cog for a Cybertronian probably has to work just as hard as our biological hearts do. Yeah, pretty much. I'm just being dumb. Blinking. Starscream. Why are you coming apart? Stay. Stay like that, please. There we go. Needs to be annoying. And then fist come in and then simply put pegs in up there. And then if I had the Star Saber, it would just peg into the other wing. And there you go. Starscream in jet mode. He's a very good figure. I'm just goofing it up and transforming it wrong. I like the little detail of basically there's his head, which is accurate to Armada. Like, he's a human, he's an Earth jet, but he doesn't give up all the things. Like, it's very similar to show accuracy stuff with the head sticking out. He's a solid jet mode, honestly. Like, he cleans up very nicely. He's not like a lot of jets. It's just you have a, you know, flat jet and then it's chunk. Like, he cleans up very well, which is nice. He doesn't look like crap. Not an important notification. Oh no, I was practicing transforming Grunkle Tarn and it did not go smoothly. Like, it was kind of difficult the first time, but the second through sixth time. Yeah. Yeah, if I had the Star Saber, which I know I have it, I just don't know where it's at right now, it would go right here. Yeah. Cool guy. Cool guy. So last for Armada, got the big self. Armada Optimus. This guy is fun. Let me adjust this. Get a better position to sit. Get a little closer. This is Armada Optimus. He is a good size. I mean, just for comparison, here's, you know, here he is next to the other guy, like just Prime himself. You know, he's pretty similar in size, but he is, I think, Commander class. So there's 3 modes. There's vehicle mode, there's base mode, and there's super mode. I don't care for base mode. It's not anything impressive. It's just something you can do, but I'm like, I don't care enough. So first things first, we will transform Optimus into Robo mode. Accuracy, I will say, it's very accurate to the show. It almost looks more accurate to the show than it's one of the, it looks so, it's more accurate than the Armada stuff we got way back when, but it's like, in reality, you wouldn't even need a studio series of this. Like, it's just so perfect. I'm getting ahead of myself and opening the feet. First things first, split the chest. The front part of the truck likes to come apart a lot for me. Like, these pieces are very annoying. They come apart all the time. Go in. Please. Hang on. Not broken. Just doesn't want to tab in. There we go. Being a pain. Then you bring chest down. Arms come down. Oh lord, he coming. Oh yeah. Arms come down. You flip the fists around. And basically, that is his robot mode. It's accurate as hell to, you know, the show. He's a truck. Only downside, I wish they had a way to cover the super mode fists. Would be nice. Like, this is basically vehicle mode right here, and they just are visible. He has some cool things, like you can open the chest, and he has a removable matrix. This matrix isn't. You gotta wiggle it out. He has a removable matrix. The matrix, annoyingly, it's just a clear circle, and then he has the red peg, so it looks better when it's in his chest. But, you know, because it looks like it's got a red core. But you could do that. And then another thing, if you open another tab, he has, I'm trying to, the lighting is not good. There we go. You can see his spark chamber, which is really cool. Just from the way the chest works, like you could see, you know, there's matrix, and then you open it up one further, and spark chamber, which Didn't have to have that detail, but it's very cool. And it kind of, I think the detail is there just because of the way the piece works for super mode, but, you know, it's there. It's very appreciated that they did that. So we'll stand him up. He's got his arm smokestacks. There really, it doesn't, I mean, it says you can. He does have a blaster. The blaster is kind of big for him, but there really is no super mode version of the blaster. It's just kind of put the smokestacks on it, but so we'll do that for now, and we will start getting him into super mode. So the trailer, did I just break my nail? No. Just a weird little piece that caught my desk. Okay. The trailer is nice because he can attach to it. It does have legs that you can put down to stand the trailer up, and it's a very solid trailer mode. Again, there is a base mode. I don't care enough to show it off. So, get it into super mode. First things first, you bring this down, flip it around, bring it up like this. I'm probably doing this all out of order, but you could separate. First, you open these flaps. Open those flaps. You separate the legs. Not by popping that. And then you bring this up. You can kind of rotate everything around. You gotta spin this around so it faces this way. First things first, bring these out. And then you fold those in. Up, you lock it in. You could fold his feet out. Fix the heels. Oh, wait. I might have done stuff wrong. No. This. Oh, there we go. Got it. Now you do this. And then clean this up. Fold the skirt around. Bring this down to here. Clean all of this up. Bring it all down. I don't think you have to do this. I think you can leave it out, but I like to fold that in. There we go. You bring this part up. First, you got to do it like this. Hang on, I'm gonna turn my light on. It's getting dark. Okay. I mean, besides the shadow from my phone, which there's not much I can do. What time is it? It's 6:30. There's not much sun coming in my room, so I can't do much about this. My chair. Oh, I gotta tighten this after. It's really bad now. Yeah, here is super mode legs. And then, to get Optimus into super mode, what I usually do, you can do it, but it doesn't say you have to. I take the smokestacks, plug them in on the front of the blaster just to make it like look like a better blaster. So basically with Optimus, it's very much like the show. You take him back to truck mode almost entirely. So we'll bring the arms up, close him in. The front of the truck pieces come out to here. They fold, not breaking them off. Not breaking them off. There we go. Front of the truck closed. Well, that's happening. That does tend to happen from time to time. Finicky. He's fussy. So now what we do, we bring this up like this. We then separate here. No, the arms we want like this for a minute. Separate like this. Oh, no, 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 no. The arms come down like this. Kind of pull the elbows back. Then they come up like this, and you can tab them in. Tab them in. And then, when he's like this, you bring the arms down. First things first, I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. Fold the feet in, flip it around. Fold, I'm hardly showing any of this. Fold, take the feet, you flip this open, flip the whole thing around, close that back in, and then you bring this over here to close the gap. And then this. And then, I got ahead of myself again. You bring the head up, bring out his little finny things, and boom. Bring that down, and then you come over here. Ow! Yeah, now I just broke my nail. Son of a bitch. Ow. That one hurt. Why do I always do this? Without fail. Whatever. And on this part... Is this nail broken too? This nail's broken too. God damn it. Good brain. Hang on. I'm trying to get my broken ass nails under this. Starscream, give me your sword. Can't get this part out. Hook it. There we go. Thank you, Starscream. So now we take Optimus. The front of his truck comes into here. It slides in. We push up there, and then we slide this all down. Press the buttons. Pop it in. Push this. Lock it in. And we now have Optimus in his super mode. I broke my thumbnail trying to put together customized Tarn, so it's par for the course. Yeah, pretty much. We have Optimus in super mode, and where did I put it? One thing that's cool, his hands you can open, but he still has a 5mm port for holding the gun. So, like, you can open the hand, which is cool. And I would hope for something of this scale. But, you know, it's got all the posability. If you move the arm certain ways, you end up opening all the pieces, but, you know, that's just the way it is. Compared to the OG Optimus, Armada Optimus, you know, his legs were just solid. This guy, he's got all the joints he needs. You know, he's got heel tilts and everything. Like, it's amazing what modern stuff can do. Yeah, and I don't have them transformed, but you know, here's Starscream next to him. I don't have anything in robot mode right now, right by me, but you know, hand for comparison, he's big. He's hefty, he's strong, you know, all good ratchet joints, solid ratchet joints. You could definitely get him into some good poses. I have had him in a couple of good poses, but I'm not going to pose him right now because time-wise and space, but yeah, he is solid. He's a very cool figure. I'm very happy that this is one of my favorite figures. I love the super mode. I'm so glad they didn't just, here's Armada Optimus, no super mode. I'm so glad they actually gave him the super mode, because they very easily could have not given him the super mode. And I mean, it's pretty much show accurate, you know. He goes basically back to truck mode, and then his legs become the arms. It works. And I mean, he's got the battle skirt thing in the back that he had. So, and then again, I put the smokestacks on it just because the blaster looks so much better in super mode, but I like to have no smokestacks for robot mode, and then super mode I put the smokestacks on just so it looks like it's a more powerful blaster. And I guess it does, I just noticed it has a 5mm port, so if you had like blast effects and things, you could plug it in there, which is cool. He's definitely a good figure if you can get him. He's so fun. I love messing with it. 9 times out of 10, if you were to find him, if you were to find my copy, he's in super mode. That's the only mode he gets used in, pretty much. But yeah, that's a Legacy Armada Optimus in his super mode. Get these guys out of here, and then we have 2 more sets. So we'll go through the easier set first. On a high note. So, I have to break them apart. They're not apart, but they're easy enough. I just broke him. I broke it. I fixed it. I dropped it. I has dropped him. Get them proper. Apologies. Un momento. On a bit of a time crunch. I'm gonna try to wrap this up in 30 or so minutes. If I can. Dog is now trying to get in my... Again, I should have had these guys prepared properly, but they're easy enough to deal with. I feel like it's kind of obvious who I'm messing with now. The next set though, the final set, the final one that I'm gonna mess with in this stream, they're ready to go, so this should be quick. With I got asked something about dinner, and now I have to go pick up, so wrap this up somewhat quick. I'm gonna leave him like that. Simple. Hey, I'm getting ahead of myself. Go. Yes, okay. What? Now I'm getting him. Whatever, we're gonna go with this. Okay, so gotta wrap this up quickly. It's 6:50. If I could be done 7:50 or so. Okay, so Dinobots. I finally have the full set. We have Slug. Let me Toggle this down a bit. So there are 6 of them. I did not have the last one, so I'm just gonna kind of go quick through them because I'm, again, time crunch. Go to robot mode, and then we'll get them into combination mode. So he's a Triceratops. He's fun. Robot mode. They're core class, so they're very simple. My slug, unfortunately, is not great. He's very loose. Or his legs, like, are very, very wiggly, unfortunately. But you can hold his tailpiece as a blaster. He's cool. He's cool. For core class figures, they're very, very surprisingly very fun. I mean, they're simple, and unfortunately the combination mode is not right, which you'll see in a minute, but, you know, he's very fun. He does have a head tilt. Little tiny head sculpt there. Combination mode is basically take him back to Dino mode. First things first, pop this out, or open that. Usually store that there. Open that. These come down to here. I have it back. This goes like this. Yeah, that's a problem with core class. The joints wear fast. This was just how mine came. Like, it literally just came like that. I didn't do anything with it. Sludge. He's a cool little Bronto, whatever you would call it. Forget what kind of dinosaur he is. Open him up. You fold the head back. Open the arms. Flip the legs around. Don't break the head off. And then there you have Sludge in his robot mode. Very simple. Very simple. Yeah. I mean, he does not come with a weapon, but fortunately, he does not. So, his combination mode, simple. Hold the arms up, rotate the legs around, and tab them into place like this. And then simply, you take him, mouth closed, do this, and then you tab the arms in up here. Bring the leg out of the way. And then you have Grimlock's, not Grimlock, Volcanicus's torso. Now we go to Grimlock, who unfortunately should be the torso, but because of the way they did this mold, it is not, which people keep saying it's probably going to be a remold of Dino King or something, or I forget what the name was, but he's going to be a different character at some point. So that's why Grimlock is the leg and Lug is the torso. And it has a Triceratops head for a chest rather than a T-Rex. You could maybe get something to fix that. I know a lot of collectors have advice, things to fix that, but it's such a small figure and ball joints aren't the most common in Transformers figures. Oh, most people will just put pieces of paper in there to tighten the gap. I just don't care enough because they usually stay as Volcanicus. He's Grimlock, you know. He's cool. He does have a head spin. He has knees but no elbows. Most of these guys do not have elbows, unfortunately. But, I mean, it's... You know, I was trying not to do that. Grimlock, work with me. Okay. Leg mode, very simple. Bring the legs, or the arms forward. Fold the legs all the way back to up here. I think there's right in the... Yeah, right there. It should slide in. You bring the dino stuff up. This part of the back tabs in over here, and you can store his weaponry on the back of the foot. Why would someone as arrogant as Grimlock be a leg? I guess it's slightly better than a torso. I think it's because they made these molds with repaints, remolds in mind. There's like Dino King or something, another combiner that is basically this mold with the Triceratops as a head, I guess. So they made it this way so they could reuse the set, is what I saw a lot of people talking about. So Grimlock becomes the left leg. Let me turn him this way for a minute. Then we go to the newest member I've got, who I think I have the arms wrong, but we have Snarl. Yeah, Snarl. He's cool. I like the red, I like the gold look. He's very cool. The one thing that's annoying, he's a parts former. You have to take... Why is this not coming out? Okay. You have to take the back off. Transformation, you split them, bring the dino head in, arms come out, you fold the tail around, flip the head, and then this goes onto the back, and then there's, he got a little sword. He does have elbows, which is very cool. I think him and Swoop are the only ones with elbows. I guess you could say, yeah, no, I was gonna say Sludge, but no. He's very cool. This is the guy that I needed for so long to finish it, and I just got it a couple of weeks ago. Combination mode, close the tail. It's very much Grimlock-esque. Peg out. This comes around. Connect it, tab it in here, arms come out in front, and then peg into crotchal region, right up in there. Not all being finicky, like everything else today. Connect it all, plug it in there, there we go. And then you take this, do these right here. No, yeah, it goes like this. You plug it in like that, and then you can leave sword on it, and you have a leg. And so then you plug it into the right leg, and it's coming along. So now we go to... Right.
Did I jump scare you? Yeah, I bet I did.
Thank you.
Coward.
I don't have my headphones on, so that really did not get me. I have no reason to have my headphones on right now. So, unfortunately, bit of a waste. Unfortunately. I have this guy slightly wrong, because I kind of transformed him quick, but you have Swoop. Little tiny. I mean, it did get me. I was surprised, but it wasn't in my ears. My headphones are to the side, so. You have Swoop. He comes with, they're supposed to go under his wings like this. Blasters. Robot mode, you unflip the legs. Flip them around. You bring the head, the pterodactyl head down, bring his robot head down, and then it'll be funnier for those watching the VOD. Probably. You can connect, you can either, his is cool, you can separate it and dual wield it, but as you can see, it is fist. So yeah. Whoop. He does have elbows for the way the transformation works, which is fun. Combination mode. How good am I doing here? I'm actually doing alright. You go basically back to pterodactyl mode. Take the fists off. You you leave it. Bring this like this. This is how I usually do it. You take the fists, connect them here. Like this. You fold the wings in half, and you now have arm that can plug in right here. Boom. Last but not least, you're not standing right. Okay. Last but not least, Lag. I forget this one's name. I'm blanking on this one. Swoop, Snarl, Grimlock, Sludge, Slug, and I forget this one. This is one of the random Dinobots that aren't normally there, but gets used when needed. Like in this form, it's the 6th Dinobot. You fold the back half down, bring the head to the back, flip the legs around, split the arms, and boom, you have robot mode. He's cool. He's like an Ankylosaurus, I think, technically. He's cool. He's a cool little figure. Take that off. You fold the arms in. You fold the head up. Bring out the combination peg. And unfortunately, mine doesn't like to stay. The fist is very loose. There's not much I can do about that. But you take this, plug it into the other arm. And then, I didn't put the head on because I wanted to put the head on last, but the head comes with the tail for Slug. You pop it in the back, and you have Volcanicus in his combined form. I don't have, I could have grabbed another figure, but he's basically the size of a deluxe. Like, he's a deluxe when he's combined. But he gets a lot of posability. Like, he's got knee. He doesn't have ankle tilts, obviously, but, you know, he's got a knee joint. He can swivel. He's got a waist. The arms have all the posability. You know, you can turn the head and all this. I want to get the upgrade kit at some point, which will fix a lot of that, and then he'll get actual feet and stuff and not be literally just boom. I mean, it's not... For a core class combiner, it is not bad at all. It really is not bad. I mean, the head sculpt for a core class is really good. He's a fun little desk toy combiner. You know, I think he would have been served better justice if we got, you know, a deluxe Voyager whatever, like an actual combiner rather than a core class one. But, you know, or it would have been cool if we only had the 5 Dinobots. You know, everybody else was a core class, but then Grimlock was like a deluxe class or something. You know, it would have looked better. Because the torso could be... I mean, I think it would be a little bit too big then, but, I mean, he's cool. He's pretty solid. For something so deadly, it's adorable. The one thing that kind of sucks is just Slug is basically just full-on Triceratops mode. So it's like you look out the back and there's just big old T-Rex or Triceratops, which I could pop that off and fix it, but for storage purposes. He's cool. I'll give him that. He's very cool. So yeah. Now on to the big boys. I'm missing a couple accessories for these guys. I don't have all the things. Obviously, some of these have been seen before. I did do a video on part of Motormaster. It's fine, he's got a nub. Don't make fun of him. I did make a video for the main channel for Motormaster, but in case those of you haven't seen, back then I only had Drag Strip. I now have the full Motormaster combiner. What time is it? Okay, I gotta try to wrap this up in the next 10-15 minutes if I can. We're doing good. I mean, we are at... I do want to wrap it up somewhat soon. We are now at 2.5 hours, so I really don't want to go over 3 hours. So, drag strip is quick. Fold those out. Extend the legs. Flip it around. Take the arms. Or bring this up. Separate the arms. Fold. Head. Fold this part around. Bring the head out. Arms come down. Not all the way. Too far. Or did I? Oh no, I have to bring this down. There we go. Bring that, fold those around, and boom, drag strip in robot mode. It's cool. You know, he's got all the posability and everything. Doesn't have fist twist, but you know, that's okay. Combination mode, vehicle mode, simple. Down, flip it around, arms up, round, boop, 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 boop. This back, boom, fold the legs in, and myself, there we go. Boom, ready for combination. Usually he comes with 2 blasters. They're the exact same thing. You can plug them into each other and make one big blaster. I keep them on vehicle mode. Let's start with Dead End, the other arm. He's probably, in my opinion, the weakest of all of them, just because the way his feet work, they don't like to tab in cleanly, and I always have, let's see if it happens here, or if I get away with it. Yeah. The hood, for whatever reason, is just not solid on my copy, so it always comes apart. But he's basically like drag strip. You separate the legs, pop them out, bring the feet down. That was very loud. Rotate it around. Bring the hood up and down to his back. Chest out. Separate the arms, bring head out and up, plug them in, fold the backpack up, wheels rotate, arms around, and, or wait, no, it's supposed to be this way. Okay. Yes, and then you have Dead End in his robot mode. Again, he's got all the posability, same as Drag Strip. He is a cool dude. This was not, Breakdown was the hardest one to find. He was the last one I got. This one was actually fairly easy. Drag Strip is the only one I was able to find in stores. Everything else I had to order online. They were all a bit of a pain. This comes back. I just broke the wheel off. Fine. This. I didn't. I had that. Okay, I didn't even do that. So then that comes down. Break that off again. This, the legs. His legs are very annoying. I always have trouble with them. They don't want to separate properly. And then you just compress him in, and boom. Yes, he comes, same as Drag Strip, 2 blasters. You can't connect them this time, though. Drag Strip, you can connect them into 1 blaster, but you can't do that with him. Here we have Wild Rider. He does have blasters you can combine. You can peg them on the side, and then boom, double blast. Him and Breakdown are basically the exact same thing. Open this, flip the legs around, separate, you gotta extend knee joint, being stiff. There we go. You can then close it up, spin it around. The front of the vehicle I always have some trouble with. You open the hood, the windshield, you split these. There we go. You do it like this. I like to split them like that. Arms, simple. Bring the hands out. Flip this. Head reveal. Boom. You have Wild Rider in robot mode. He's a fun They're all cool little dudes. Very simple, but they're a lot better than like Combiner Wars. Combiners. Okay. Now, quickly. Time crunch here. Not want to be on a time. This. Put the hood back. Bring it down. Flip the legs around. And then open these. That. Bring it down. Feet in. And then for Wild Rider and Breakdown for Combiner mode, you open the windshield, flip this up, and that's Combiner mode. And I usually store their weapons on them just so they stay together and I know where everything goes. Breakdown, he is a little bit of a retool, otherwise same basic figure. He does come with like a spoiler sword thing. I'm not gonna bother fully transferring him because again, he is basically the same, minus like his chest is a little bit different, bit of a different head sculpt. He's mostly the same vehicle, but so then you this and boom, put this back, and now for the big guy, Motor Master, who I will change to robot mode because you kind of need to. I like that it's not the combination mode, or the combination mode uses the trailer, but his robot mode does not use the trailer. But it looks like it does, which is cool. So, almost everything is combined in the front of the cab. You flip these around, down, these come down, the roof parts go here. I popped it off again. I keep doing this today. Okay. So then it plugs in here. You can flip all of this down. The sides of the truck just come in first. Flip the feet around. Flip the wheels in. Boom. You can close the side of the truck up. Close it in. You can bring arms down, over and around, over and around. Put the truck wheels in the back. There's the backpack. And you have Motor Master in vehicle mode, or in robot mode, minus the hands, but you know. So first things first, combination mode, trailer. Gotta separate the front of it. I would like to get the upgrade kit for this one day, because this part right here, the only thing that this is used for is like a tower in base mode, but with the upgrade kits you can turn this into a giant blaster, which is awesome. There's no way to really do it without the upgrade kit because it adds a bunch of pegs, but that whole piece is just kind of exists. So we'll start with this. Take these parts of the trailer, flip out the legs, up and over. Boom. We have legs, which I think it goes this way. Then we'll take the torso piece, bring this down, flip that around, and then, nope, I had them backwards. So this leg goes here, and this leg goes here. Damn, making the tower into a blaster is hella innovative for a fan modification. Yeah, I mean, other than that, there's nothing else that it's used for. It doesn't get used for anything. So it's like, it's very, I should probably not show that part. Yeah, it makes it like, sets it up in a way that it attaches the actual blaster onto it and it gives it like pegs so he can hold it. Straight up said fine, I'll do it myself. Pretty much. Like this is his sword. It gives him an actual sword for combination mode and everything. Like it just makes everything better. So we'll put this to the side for now. So combination mode, or the chest for Menasor. You flip this around, arms come up and around, and then you bring these down to here. Boom, boom, boom. You come over here, open this, you bring out the Menasor head, Motormaster head goes bye-bye. You take the ear finny things, pop them up. Vehicle mode, or the whole, this all becomes the chest basically. This here, this comes here. This stuff has to go kind of like that. No, need to take this, bring part of the leg down like that. There we go. This then has to tab in. Actually, is this backwards? No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Okay. That's why I'm having trouble. So then you connect it in. This in, connect it. Okay, there we go. I did have that backwards. Come on. There we go. Now you bring these parts down here. Put this up here. Open that up there. And boom, you have his torso. So then you take this, you shove it in there. There is a locking part here. Fold those up. I can only do so much for this. Bring it up. So then the arms come from this part of the trailer. Split them apart. Fold these down here. First things first, this is fist out. Before you do anything, this is drag strip's arm. Yes, so you take drag strip, you attach him to pegs and everything. He goes in, and then you split him in half and extend the arm. Fold those down. Now, you take drag strip. Oh, no. This has to come down here. Okay. I'm like, that doesn't look right. So that comes in here. You then take arm, plug it in there. No. And then it's the same thing. This arm does the exact same thing, except you take dead end, plug him in to the tabs, split them apart in half, attach up here, and then you come back here. These guys, unfortunately, a little weak. It doesn't matter which side they go on, but you just kind of shove them, or does it matter? No. You just kind of shove them onto pegs. Actually, maybe it does matter. No, they're the exact same thing. So you shove them in, and they push a little plunger down that closes it so it's not open. There are some of the upgrade kits give you pieces so that you can close those even without those guys, which is such a nice addition. Why is this not going in? Come on. There we go. Then you do that, you can clean it up. And finally, you take sword. You unfold the blaster. Plug it into a hand. And then, boom, you have a fully combined Menasor, which looks so good. Like, he's got all the posability, he's got all the joints, you know, he's chunky, he's got good joints. It actually, do I have something at the ready? I do. A Combiner Wars figure, because it's actually the same type of peg. It's not the right size, but this is I forget what his name is, but he's from the Combiner Wars series of Menasor. But you could take this because it's, you look at it, set it down, it's the same thing, it just has a bit of a nub. So like I could take it, put it in here, and then use that as a leg, which is cool. You can't do it with the arms because it's its own thing, and they're different sizes, so it doesn't really work well. But it's a thing you can do. They just sort of reused that part. But yeah, this is Motormaster in his combined mode. I mean, the upgrade kits give it like, they make him a bit taller, like it gives him better knees, his legs get longer, he gets better weapons, he gets like a new chest piece that looks more accurate and stuff, but he's awesome. He's a cool figure. I very much like it. He's a good size. I mean, he's actually, just for the comparison, here's Super Mode Optimus. He's similar in size. He's definitely bigger, but you know, he's cool. He is cool indeed. Trying to think. I think that's everything I have Legacy. At the moment, at least. Between these two videos. Yeah, that's... Last time I showed this off was probably a little over a year ago now, and all I had was Motormaster with the trailer and all that, and Dragstrip. So now I have Dead End, Wild Rider, or no, Wild Rider? I'm blanking, and Breakdown, which did not have them before, so it's, you know, it's all ratchet joints, clicky, good ratchet joints. So yeah, that is my entire Transformers Legacy collection between these two parts. Let me switch over here, get my phone out of its holder, and now check my phone for the first time in like 2 hours, almost 3 hours. Probably not a single message. Oh, I did get a message. Nice, okay. Yeah, that's my entire Legacy collection. I do have quite a bit of stuff, you know, almost like 2 years of collecting. I have amassed quite a few things. I would have liked to have taken a little bit less time, but one, did not mention that I would be doing this tonight, and two, it's usually me that goes and picks food up like that, so I'm not surprised. I don't even know, he might have just decided to go pick it up himself. So at some point, I will try to get around to doing my non-legacy collection, because I do have a good amount of stuff. I have some Studio Series stuff. I have some older stuff that I've just found somewhere and picked up. I have a couple of Earthrise Kingdom stuff. I'm working on Combiner Wars stuff. Like, I love combiners, and who wouldn't love a set of just combiners that can all mix and match? I have a good few of them, but I'm working on stuff. Apologies for kind of rushing the end, but this and that, you know, it happens, and it's already at like 3 hours, so probably a good enough video. I didn't really want this to go into 4 hours or anything. Next stream, probably not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm gonna get out of here for this stream. Thank you everybody that has watched this after the fact on the YouTube side of things. It is very appreciated. Unfortunately, you did not get to see the whole thing, Raya, but the video will be up on Saturday on the YouTube, so you can go watch the first half up until about when you showed up if you want to see everything. I don't know what I'll be streaming next. And probably some point this weekend, see what I can do. There will be more. Eventually, someday I'll have a part 3, probably, if I get enough to warrant a stream. But that's far from now. We'll see what happens, but I'm gonna get out of here. So thank you everybody for watching. You know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, all that stuff. Come check out the Twitch. Watch it live. Chat with me while we stream. Usually we play games. This is a bit of a different thing. Go check that out. Go check out the main channel. There are videos coming. I was going to say there's something coming the day before this comes out, but probably not. I'm not going to have time to edit something fully. There will be something soon. There's videos coming out there. Join the Discord. Chat with me and people in the community. Get updates. It's a great